It was a good spring scrimmage. I was really impressed with how the guys came out with intensity and excitement, enthusiasm to play. There's some stuff we got to clean up, but that's kind of natural this time of year. As long as the guys give us the effort that we're asking for, it's up to us as coaches to fix the rest of it. And there's some really good things that happen on both sides of the ball. A lot of young guys got a lot of reps. Always good to get some live tackling in. I think we came out of it pretty healthy, so overall it was successful.
How many plays did you guys go in that scrimmage?
Oh, Sean, I don't remember the total number. It was a lot. 100 and it was between 120 and 130 total plays, if memory serves.
You guys been able to get some more running backs out there from the middle of the week? And what are you seeing about the short-term future of the rest of the spring at that spot?
Yeah, reps are valuable. There's competition going on at every position. Running back's one of the spots where we're looking for the guy to step up and take control of it. Some guys have been out, so that's given other guys an opportunity to do well. Was really impressed with Gabe Irvin in the scrimmage. Jock Ant did some good things. So while some of these guys are nursing some injuries, it's given some other guys the opportunity to make some plays.
Hey, how did you matriculate to Nebraska? He's a walk-on, but a pretty high quality one.
Yeah, I give Coach Fisher a credit for getting him here. They went to the same high school in Tallahassee, and Jock had some opportunities and some offers, and didn't look like he was going to qualify academically, and he did a lot of work at the end and to get eligible, and decided to walk on up here, and he's doing a great job. So he's a great addition to our team, and a guy that if he keeps on the track he's on, I don't expect him to be a walk-on for his whole career.
You guys will open practice this Saturday for the fans and people to come in. What kind of went into that decision, and what do you guys hope to have by having people in that practice?
Well, there's a lot that went into it. I'm sure you're smart enough to figure out some of the reasons for it. But also, our fans haven't been in the stadium watching us in over a year. So it's always great to get some people in Memorial Stadium to see us. I think it's a good change up for us as a team to go out on Saturday instead of a Friday morning. Anxious to have some people see what we're doing. We'll probably be a little bit vanilla on Saturday and not show a whole lot, but I think it'll give some people a glimpse into what a whole practice looks like.
You talked this winter about sharing the play calling duties on the stretch. Well, I'm curious, does the spring feel any different day to day for you? Do you find that your day structure different, or is it pretty similar?
No, it's pretty similar. And the longer we work together and around each other, the more same page we're on, talking about Lubick and I. Most of spring practice is scripted. We have a few called periods, and I let him call those for the most part. But most of the plays we're running in spring, I'm scripting a day before or 3 days before. But it's been a good compliment to me having Matt here, and I'm sure we'll continue down the same path that we've been on.
How was the competition behind Adrian shaping up? What did that picture look like to you on Friday?
Yeah, I thought the quarterbacks had a good day Friday. Adrian's play is improving. He's doing some good quarterbacking right now. Behind him is going to be interesting, and I was really impressed with him Friday. I thought Logan Smothers probably had his best day at Nebraska on Friday. Matt Masker continues to do good things, and it really has control of the offense. And then, Harburg's been impressing everybody with his athletic ability and just his arm strength. He's got a long way to go learning it, but he's working hard at that and doing a good job, and his talent definitely shines through quite often. So we're going to let those guys keep competing, and they're all getting a bunch of reps. So all three of them are getting better.
You've been enthusiastic about the potential of your wide receivers. What's sort of your progress report so far on how that's shaking out?
Yeah, I'd have to say it was our best day as a wide receiver core since I've been in Nebraska too on Friday. A lot of guys getting reps, and there's just a lot of talent at that position. So I'm excited about that group. Coach Lubick has done a great job with them. Some of the additions we made with Samari Toure coming in, he made some good plays Friday. Omar's been back out there and made a couple good plays for us. Xavier had a play. Will Nixon did some good things. Baron Miles did some good things. Oliver Martin's been exceptional through spring. Levi and Wyatt are both making plays. I don't want to leave anybody out, but that's as deep a group as we've ever had, and there's a lot of talent in that room. So we got to make sure we have time for quarterbacks to throw, because I expect guys to be able to get downfield a lot better for us.
Speaking of arm strength, Adrian said his arm is stronger this spring, and that he feels faster, more athletic. How do you feel like he's worked just in the offseason on his body and also on his throwing?
Well, the throwing's been great. Physically, he looks great. You know, he's been healthy. He looks leaner to me. He looks faster. I think he did a good job putting in work in winter conditioning with Zach. When he takes off with it right now, he looks like a 4-4 guy. He looks like a guy that can really run and be a weapon. So I think he did a lot of work in the offseason. I think Adrian's just in a good place mentally right now. I think he's real comfortable. Playing with a lot more confidence.
Garrett Nelson was very complimentary of the offense and sort of the back and forth with the defense, even though that's a veteran group. Has that been how you've seen it, sort of a good give and take? And is there one side of the ball that usually has an advantage in the spring that you've found over the years?
You know, spring ball not so much as fall camp. Usually fall camp, the defense is ahead as you're trying to get stuff installed. I remember my junior year here, the defense was all back, and we were pretty young on offense, and we got our tails kicked every day. It's been a really good back and forth right now. Even today at practice, I thought the defense got the best of our run station and 7-on-7, and then the last two teams, the offense kind of answered, and that's what you like to see. You like to see if one group turns it up, that the other group has to increase the intensity and effort and match it. And it's been a good game of back and forth so far this spring, and I've been pretty pleased with both sides of the ball.
With Logan, where did you want to see him make the biggest gains this spring, and what did you like particularly about last Friday?
Well, simply put, I thought he threw it the best he's thrown it last Friday, and that continues to improve. You know, he and Mario have been working on his stroke a little bit. He's always been a quick decision maker. He sees the field really well, accurate, and gets the ball out of his hands, but he pushed the ball downfield well on Friday. Certainly can run well, so he made a couple plays with his feet too. And we get all that squared away. I think the big thing for him is just getting reps and confidence.
With Heinrich, you didn't have a chance to see him throw with the timing of the shutdown last spring, so sort of where was he compared to what you thought you might have with him when he got to campus, and how have you seen his first few weeks go?
Harburg?
Yeah.
You know, honestly, he's the type of kid, we're not going to mess with the way he throws it much, because it jumps out of his hand. So with him, it's more getting comfortable with the offense, getting confidence, making sure he's making the right reads. I think his ability will take care of the rest of it.
Sorry if you've been asked this before, but have you guys gotten any kind of directive or expectation from the Big Ten Conference as far as COVID vaccinations? Do they kind of leave that up to maybe each individual school's preference or individual preference?
We haven't gotten any direction on vaccinations yet. You know, this is just my opinion, but the kids on our team should probably be last in line for something like that, just because of how young and healthy they are. I'll wait on more advice and from our leadership here at the university and athletic department and from the Big Ten before I comment much, but I assume at some point the vaccinations will be available for our guys. I don't think I'm going to make them mandatory. I don't think that's right, but hopefully we get an opportunity to get some of our guys vaccinated if they want to.
Hey, on what I think Thursday the NCAA is expected to pass that transfer waiver where everybody can kind of play right away after their transfer. Now that's going to make Marquis step eligible, which is good for you guys. But I'm curious what you think the positives and negatives of that rule might be, not only for this program but just for college football in general.
That's a big question, Sam. I see it this year. I don't see the transfer waiver just being this year. I think that's going to be, my guess is that's going to be permanent and last longer than that. It's going to create a new dynamic that's going to be tough. It's tough for me to comment because I think from a player standpoint, it's fair for them to have the opportunity to go wherever they want to and play. It can be a headache for guys like me in the coaching business. I would comment more. I don't think my opinion matters. It's just going to change the landscape of everything, and all the transfers that you saw this year, I imagine that those numbers will stay high, and there's usually more people transferring than there are spots for them to transfer. So hopefully that normalizes at some point, because I don't think it's in kids' best interest usually to be jumping around as much as we're seeing right now.
Would you prefer there to be like a special dispensation for just transfers, like 5 scholarships that each school can have that aren't necessarily part of the 25 but are just their own thing, so you guys can sign transfers so these kids aren't caught before?
Yeah, there's a lot of things to talk about in regards to it. If you lose a bunch of transfers, can you sign more than 25? Your theory, I think, makes sense. If there's a ton of kids wanting to transfer, and rather than shutting off the fountain, plug the drain, and telling schools they can only take so many. I know there's been some of those things talked about. I'm sure we won't have much to do with the decision on that, but I think we are kind of headed in a little bit of a dangerous place, especially for the student athletes. If kids are jumping ship and end up in worse situations, there's statistics that kids graduate and get their degree from college less often when they transfer. So I'm sure they'll continue to look at all that. Hopefully we land in a good place. I just want to finish with congratulations to Paul and the bowling team. That's exciting. There's nothing like winning a championship, and we were all watching that and excited for those girls. And then good luck to Coach Cook this week. We'll be watching that and rooting them on. So go Big Red.